Hello, this is Scott for Loomis, and well, Happy New Year! I know it's a lot of enthusiasm for the start of the new school year, but with it, students are probably getting their first look at the new Wixie. And between the new view, them seeing a very similar home view as the teachers see, and the new tools and features in Wixie, some teachers may want to kind of ease them into it, or at least give them an opportunity to do some exploring and kind of creative project without necessarily having a strong integration connection. This is particularly nice during the first couple of days of school. And with that, I want to talk about, I'm going to open up a new project, the profile picture. And you can see right now mine's just a green and yellow kind of line mess because I've been playing with it lately in advance of this video. But as students design pictures, this is, yeah, good. They have the ability, the students can use something as a profile image. Now, I don't know if we necessarily want student faces on it, but why not let them decorate or design something that's reflective of them, some of their favorite things, maybe what they did over the summer, what they can't wait to do in this particular year, whether it be a field trip or a project or just hang out with friends and play in the playground and eat lunch. So when you design something, when a student designs something, they can simply go to the edit menu and say use as profile pic. And that lovely creation now shows up as our profile image. Woohoo! However, if you can't or do not notice, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in a rectangle, just the border. I'm going to make the border a little larger. Whatever is on the edges of your project. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Edit. Profile image. There, a little blue showed up on the top and the bottom. It doesn't show because it only takes the center. So how does a student know what will or will we not be in the circle? Like, where's the edges? Where do I want to keep things in? Believe it or not, I'm going to return to the home section. We have a template for it. So Sweetness available within the Tech for Learning folder, templates, under the general, and again, not curriculum specific. You could have them do like symmetrical designs or maybe repeating patterns. You could have them do something related to their favorite book if you want to do a literature connection or whatnot. And as much as many of these would work great, especially if you're in a school where it's a transient population where kids come and go and maybe you want to do get to know you stuff, superhero ID cards of themselves and things like that are awesome. What we're looking at now, another great place to start regardless of the template you use at the start of the school year, is All About Me. And there are all sorts of good ones. Here's a student ID card just with different directions. But lo and behold, there is the profile image. So within the templates folder, I can click on the icon of the activity I'm interested in, and in this new Wixie, we get to see it as it would appear for the students. You may recall with the previous version, it was just a small thumbnail with descriptions on the side. So there it is. Everything in the white is going to show up as your profile image. Everything in the gray will not. So it's a pretty well-defined template. Unlike in the past, where you would look at the thumbnail and possibly open it, because you're opening it up in Wixie, you're kind of like in the middle between the home section and Wixie because you can't make any changes right now. The first thing you need to decide to do is assign it as is or customize it. So if I click assign, I get straight. I don't have to go back to templates or activities and assign it from there. I'm just looking at the assign menu here from this view, this assign view. So I can choose my class, choose my dates, all students, and go from there. If you are a fifth grade teacher or a tech teacher or a first grade teacher or a library media specialist and you work with students from multiple classes, you would need to assign this each class separately, or you need to assign it separately to each class. So if you want the 4th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st graders and kindergartners to do this as the tech teacher, you would have to assign it a whole lot of times. And that, even if you go as students, which you could do per grade level, that is still extremely cumbersome. If I'm just a classroom teacher, go ahead and assign it. It's really easy. However, and in this case, I'm actually going to press customize. However, if you teach multiple classes, the world as we know it has changed, and it's so easy. So check it out. Here's the template. I can now make edited changes. I can modify the instructions. I can change the title. Yep, I've opened this profile image up a couple times, so this is my copy fifth. I can modify the name. I'm just going to go profile image and do all sorts of things from here. But when I'm done, I'm going to return back to the home section. Currently, there's my activity, profile image, and I, again, want every class in the building to get to it, or maybe just, again, my grade level, because I work with, maybe 4th grade or whatnot. The students in this version of Wixie now have access to the school folder. They can't put anything in the school folder, but they can open files from it. which means if you as the teacher put a template in a school folder, every kid in the building technically could get to it. Now, you may decide to make subfolders, like in my Mason Elementary School, I have subfolders. I don't know where grade 3 has gone, but it was there at some point. And the students would come in the grade folders, and maybe there's teacher names as subfolders. So they would know as a 5th grade teacher to open grade 5 up and find Mr. Loomis's folder, for instance. Or maybe there's a technology folder, and all my goodness is in there if I'm the tech teacher. When I return to templates, when I turn to my projects, you may recall we had this kind of click and drag thing that you did last year to move stuff into folders. It was a little cumbersome. We've now added the menu options under the 3 dots on the far right. These are called ellipsis, and it just really smooths things up. It's really easy now to delete a project or duplicate it or even assign from here. But one of the imprint it, even student projects, but one of the things you can easily do is move it to. So when I click, I want to move this project. So I don't want to duplicate, I'm just going to move it. And I don't want it in my projects. I need to do a little navigating. I want it in, I have the ability to add to the district folder. You probably don't. But I want to drop it in the school folder, and I'm going to put it in grade 5. So I got to open grade 5. Currently, there's nothing in this folder that's Wixie, that's been created. But I'm going to press copy here, and boom, a template has just been copied into the school folder. When my kids log on, or when any of your students log on, again, they won't see the district folder, and they'll see assignments. So if you assign them the template, they need to click on assignments to go find it. So whatever is assigned today. But now if they go to the school folder, click on grade 5, which is where I put it, there it is right there. And the reason it now says copy grade 2, I don't know if you just saw it, and I'm going to click on Mason Elementary again, there's one at the top level too that I did earlier. So now we have 2 different copies because I've been playing with it a little bit. This is really nice. Again, if you do like a reading response log, drop it in here and they can access it the whole year. And each time they access it, they get a new copy, a blank basically of it. So this is a great, easy 15-minute activity to get them a little experience with Wixie, get a comfort level, get some, to add a profile pic, which is to kind of personalize a little bit, and then allows you to easily kind of springboard off of that into your integration activities. So this is Scott Loomis signing off. Have a fantastic new start of the school year. Use Wixie and have a wonderful day.